Hi guys, and welcome to Prediction Week 24. We're about an hour away from the kickoffs, so let's get to it. We start at 7:30. Bournemouth versus Brighton. Brighton's not done too bad this season. You know, they've had some good results, and then they've had some results you think they should have done better there. Bournemouth have not been a great side this year, so for this game I'm going to go for a tight draw. I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Brighton 1. The next game is Aston Villa versus Watford. Again, we spoke about Watford these past couple of weeks. You know, they've really picked up form, and I think going into this game they go with the better confidence over Aston Villa. Even though Aston Villa did draw to Brighton on the weekend to gain a little bit of confidence after that 6-1 defeat against Manchester City, but I still think even though Watford are away, they've got the better quality over Aston Villa at this moment in time. So I'm going to go Aston Villa 1, Watford 2. Then I've gone for the game of the midweek. We have Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Again, another decent result for Crystal Palace at Manchester City on the weekend. And again, I think this could be quite a topsy-turvy game this evening. So I'm going to go Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 2. We then have Sheffield United versus Manchester City. Obviously, we've seen Sheffield United. They've done really well against the top sides, especially at home this season. And again, Manchester City haven't been a great side this season. I know they've showed, you know, bits and bobs. You know, like 6-1 against Manchester City, they annihilated Arsenal a couple of weeks ago. But then they go and draw to Crystal Palace on the weekend. And again, I think they could struggle against Sheffield United tonight as well. As I said, Sheffield United have done really well at home this season. So I'm going to go Sheffield United 1, Manchester City 1. We then have Everton versus Newcastle. Again, Newcastle have been doing really well this season. Again, I know they got a bit of a thrashing to Manchester United. I think that was just before, or it was on New Year's Day, something like that, just before Christmas or just after New Year's Day. But they've recovered quite well. Everton not been doing too bad. So again, I'm going to go for a tight draw. I'm going to go Everton 1, Newcastle 1. We then have a London derby, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Obviously, you know, Chelsea haven't been great at home this season. They've been better away. And Arsenal, again, they're getting loads of chances. They have improved a lot under Mikel Arteta, but again, they're not scoring enough goals. They're not taking their chances enough. And again, yes, you could argue we should have had a penalty maybe on the weekend against Sheffield United. But again, you know, do we really need to rely on penalties? You know, we're at home. You know, no disrespect to Sheffield United, but we're at home. We're looking to get into the top 4. You know, we should be beating teams like Sheffield United at home. You know, to make a statement to say that, you know, that the top 4 is not dead and buried, even though it looks like it is. So we're not making a great case for ourselves at the moment, but I still think that we can get something at Chelsea. As I said, Chelsea aren't great at home, and I think that if Arsenal have a good go, you know, they can get something out of this game. So I'm going to go Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. On to tomorrow's kickoffs at 7:30. We have Leicester versus West Ham. Again, this could be quite a tight, tough game as well. You know, West Ham's getting a few good results under David Moyes. Leicester's dipped in form a little bit. But I still think Leicester's got enough quality to beat West Ham, considering they are at home. So I'm going to go Leicester 2, West Ham 1. We then have Tottenham versus Norwich. Again, Tottenham's not been doing too great. You know, they drew to Watford on the weekend. Obviously, I know Watford's been doing really well. But again, you know, Tottenham is wanting to get into the top 4 as well. You know, should be possibly winning games like that. I still think that they will beat Norwich, considering they are at home. But I still think it'll be a bit of a struggle. So I'm going to go Tottenham 1, Norwich 0. At 8:15, we have Manchester United versus Burnley. Obviously, let's be honest. You know, if it wasn't for VAR, Liverpool could have been completely outside. They could have been 3-4-0 up. In the end, they did lose 2-0. I don't think it was a foul on David De Gea, in my personal opinion. I think if that's a foul, then what the hell is this game coming to? But I still think that they've got enough quality to beat Burnley at home. Again, no disrespect to them, but again, if you're wanting to get into the top 4, you're wanting to get away from teams like Tottenham and Arsenal, you need to win these kind of games against Burnley at home. So for that game, I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Burnley 0. And on Thursday at 8 o'clock, we have Wolves versus Liverpool. You know, again, Liverpool's who won the title for me. I think Wolves will make it hard for Liverpool, but I still think that Liverpool have enough quality to win this game. So I'm going to go Wolves 1, Liverpool 2. So that's my predictions for this midweek action, and I will see you next Friday as it's FA Cup week. Thank you for watching, guys.